podcast and the game show when it's popping. Good people, a fun time, talking about so many topics. Hey, don't hold back, coming by with me. Yeah, you gon' have a really good time with me and your friends. Yes, indeed, strongly agree to disagree. Hey, let's go.
Yo, what's good, everybody? This is episode 3. We have a special guest with us all the way from the motherland, Trigger Mike. Give him a round of give him a round of applause. Hold on.
You will get played all night. Just letting you know, Trig.
All right. How's everybody doing? How you guys doing?
I'm doing very well. Since tonight, I'm native. I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
That is Trigger Mike's real voice. He's been fooling you guys in these YouTube streets, but salute to Trigger Mike. Robbie, how you doing? I think she said she'll be.
I'm all right. How you doing?
This is a characterization of her. This is not the real her. Salute. What's going on, Chris?
Mimi. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Don't let it come out these clothes. Don't play with it.
Better than I deserve. I'll just leave it at that, but I'm doing good.
All right, that's a bet. Tawana and Andrea caught the same code, so they'll be out today. So hopefully we'll get them back. We'll be praying with them, but lucky enough, we have enough people here to have a good game. If you didn't know, this is Strongly Agree to Strongly Disagree. We play the Spectrum or the Jubilee Spectrum game. We will select cards. We will then present this to our board. We will ask questions, have fun, debate, and it's all for fictional points and prizes. So enjoy, everybody. If you're watching this on another stream, if you're watching this particular...
Speaking of points, I hope we got that point spread system worked out.
Oh, yeah, we got the points together today because it's going to be me against the 3 angry wise men. That's all right. I'm going to hold it down, POP.
Well, you got the wise part right, so I can live with that.
What's wrong with the point system? I think the point system has been working really well.
Boo. Go to tomatoes. Boo.
All right.
Starting this stream.
All right, so let's get
extra mean to Trigger Mike. He's a guest today, so therefore we're gonna haze him appropriately. We ain't gonna let him get no wins in Mikasa. No, I'm just playing. I'm telling you.
There will be no winners. Also, if you are if you're on the other side of the debate and you're by yourself, you know you're gonna have to
get him up. Let him get up. Fight back, nigga! Fight back, nigga! Fight back! Fight back!
So hopefully you'll do. But the good thing about that is that you'll get the maximum amount of points. But we'll have fun. We'll see how it all shakes out. If you're an audience, once again, like the video. If you also like the videos, please subscribe. I noticed that only 66% of people who watch our videos are subscribed. That means 1 out of 3 people are not subscribed. So if you're watching this with somebody else and 2 other people, look to the left, look to the right, and tell them they better subscribe. Also, leave comments. We release clips. Y'all ready? I feel like I'm doing too much talking.
You are. You always do. But you know, you the
Very
host.
much
You gotta
so.
play.
I'm
Today.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. Let's get to our first question of the day. Let's get to the board. Set you guys up. All right. Our first question of the day. Being a billionaire won't change who I am. Being a billionaire won't change who I am. Let's get to our participants. Let's start off with Robbie. What do you think?
Strongly agree. And shout out to Lady Devoa. You right. It is the glasses in the nighttime. He wearing black glasses, y'all. Listen to Still of the Night. He think this is the heat of the night or something. Chat.
I'm from the Bay. We wear our stunning glasses at night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyway, Chris J, what you think?
I strongly disagree.
Okay. Trigger Mike, what do you think?
Agree.
You agree? And I'm going to disagree, but not strongly, though. This is how the panel lays out.
Not an even spread. Oh,
Got
hell no.
Got an even spread. Pause. So let's get it. Let's get it together, y'all. All right. Who do I start with? Trigger Mike, you're the new person. What do you think?
All right. So
you said you agree.
I agree. Being a billionaire wouldn't change who I am, because it didn't ask what it could buy me or any other materialistic things, which in short doesn't change who I am. There's a reason why it's an alarming number of people that win the lottery end up broke within 3 to 5 years. It's because the money didn't change who they were. If you have bad spending habits as a poor middle class person, you're going to have bad spending habits as a millionaire or billionaire. You didn't subtly acquire knowledge or expertise when you got those billions. And the worst part is that now you have a reason not to seek any more knowledge or try to advance yourself, because you have the byproduct of advancement, which is capital. So no, you're going to make the worst decisions. I'll just say this lastly. So I have a relative that was written out of my parents' will. Well, not written out, but they can't get anything directly. It has to run through me as their eldest child, right? And it's simply because my dad looked at the amount he wanted to split between his kids from his insurance policy and his businesses and said, this person they will delete themselves with this kind of money because of their habits. You see what I'm saying? So the same thing applies to this. No, you will. It doesn't change who you are. If you are a chronic smoker, chronic drug user, chronic alcoholic, and you don't have any monetary limits, yeah, it will make it will bring out the worst in you and accentuate all your bad habits. That's where I'm at with it.
Okay. Chris J, you're on the other side of the fence. You strongly disagree. What do you think?
I strongly disagree for the exact same reason what Trigger Mike just said. It's just going to, you can be a drug addict, you could be a bad spender or a bad saver, but when you add money to the problem, it's just going to multiply, which is just is going to introduce you to new levels that you didn't think exist. So it's going to exploit who you are, number one, and just on a different level. And also when you get, and on another side, when you do get money, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to be introduced to certain things that you wouldn't think that exist within your own tax bracket. I make a certain amount of money right now, so I only see what I can't see. Was if I go into a different tax bracket and I'm met with certain choices where my morals will be questioned. I could say I'm going to make the right decision based off of how I was raised. I can't say that for everybody. Matter of fact, I believe most people's morals will compromise with the with how much money they make and when they're presented with certain opportunities. So I strongly disagree. The money is there ain't nobody gonna be the same if they a billionaire, let alone a millionaire, thousandaire, whatever. As soon as you go up in brackets, you're gonna change.
Okay. Robbie, you stated strongly agree.
Mm-hmm.
Explain yourself.
I mean, I'm already a billionaire, so becoming even more of a billionaire, it's
I'm
that
gonna
was
go get a drink.
yes. That was seriously though. Money doesn't change you. Money just enhances whoever it is that you already are. Like I'm already a bougie, staying fussy, not having it chick. I'm gonna be that with more and more and more money. Like I'm not taking no shorts. So it is what it is, kid.
Okay. All right. And then I will go. I had chosen, let's see. What did I choose? I forgot. I know what I chose. I disagree. This is my opinion. With that amount of much money, it's gonna change you. The way the world is gonna change you. You're gonna have to be more responsible. You're gonna have people looking at you. In fact, if I was a billionaire walking past a homeless person, I would feel some type of weight on my shoulder. It will change the way that I look at money. It will change the way that I look at life. It will change my habits. It will take me into another mindset of who I'm not as a middle class individual right now. So yes, it will absolutely change me. And will it be for the better? That's to be said. But essentially, yes. If you get that amount much money, we're not talking just millions. We're talking about billions. If you get $1 billion, that means you're just in an astronomical position to really help and influence the environment around you. And to deny that fact that you have that ability to make changes will make change to yourself. So, I disagree. All right, y'all. What y'all think?
Y'all know how to vote already. Come through, butterflies. These men think that Trigger Mike was on my side on this one a little bit, so y'all can vote for Trigger Mike. But Christopher J and they wilding right now. They wilding.
Come on now. You can't tell me
How you figure that?
you can't tell me you can't have all that money and it's not going to change you. It's going to change everything about, like, it's going to make you look at things really differently when you're secure. And it's not just about being personally secure. It's about actually being able to make significant changes around you, building a hospital, building just anything. Like, I just can't believe that it won't change you.
No, it changes
Not
your
because it won't
circumstances.
change you. Like that's the thing. It won't change you because at the end of the day, if you got it, you got it. If you don't got it, you don't got it. If you're already getting money and you're already secure, all you high value men, y'all already on your way to be a billionaire. You're only gonna increase your productivity having all of this money. Like if you want some F boy ish, of course you're gonna be a bigger F boy with more money. You're gonna be in the club popping bottles, bottle service, giving women $12,000 every day. You understand what I'm saying? Flying chicks out or whatever else. But when you already got it and you disciplined and you're a whole savage already, you're gonna keep being that same savage. What up, T Thomas?
I think it is.
I think Mike was about to say it don't change you, it change your circumstances. I was gonna let him
Yeah.
elaborate on that.
Well, absolutely. I mean, but everything E Black name isn't changing the person; it's changing their circumstances. So, you said something about responsibility or something like that. Well, it gives you you'll be presented with a lot more opportunities to be responsible, but doesn't make you more responsible. So and this is eventually why people will lead to failure, and why I use that example about my relative gaining their inheritance, because there's a lot you could do with the money. You could build, like, let's say, well, if I'm a billionaire today, right? I'm going to build a house, bigger house for my family, do all this stuff, but I'm also going to spoil them to a point where I shouldn't. My children no longer, they're going to suffer from what? Affluenza, like those rich white kids, and they're doing stuff and they have no remorse for it, crashing every new car I get them, so on and so forth. So yeah, it will breed far more irresponsible circumstances and choices from a person. And the reason that will happen and it will be bad for them is because they didn't change. Right? Let me just say this. Do you know what gesture I just saw that's probably the smartest thing from somebody? Unfortunately, he's a Japanese man. That dude just got the biggest Shohei Ohtani, right?
Yep.
Got the biggest sports contract in history, deferred it. He's only getting paid $700 million. He's only getting paid $2 million for several years. I would suggest that's because he doesn't want the money to, he either wants to be rich in the long term, but I would do that. I would want everybody with a rookie contract to do the same thing. Don't splurge your money. Give it to yourself later when you've had the ability to learn how to handle money like that.
Pronounce his name for me one more time.
I think it's Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani. Just for context, $2 million for the next 10 years. He gave back, I believe that's $20 million. So he gave back $680 million. And keep in mind, this brother has endorsements already up to $50 million. So back, I think it's 10 years from now, where is it the Dodgers or the Angels? I don't remember the exact team. They're going to have to pay him that money in full with little to no interest. Obviously, there are going to be some taxes, maybe not California state taxes. I don't know how they work that out, but that was a wise business decision on his part. But what Trigger might say, circumstances, people don't change, circumstances does. I would have to disagree with that for a certain sector group of people. When you're put in certain circumstances, you're going to have to adapt to what's going on, and some things are going to have to change. Like, you want to go with women, I don't believe there's not one woman. Well, maybe that might change it today. There's no woman that want to be a stripper. There's no woman that want to be a prostitute. But you put them in those circumstances for survival, they will change. Just an example. With circumstances, people can change.
Yeah, and with greater responsibility, I think you're being forced to change. I think the people around you will see that you have more wealth. They're going to change their way that they address you. So now you have to change about how you allow people in your inner circle. It's going to change you. It's going to make you more wiser. It's going to enhance everything. And that is a change. If you've never had this amount of money, you don't know what you're going to do. But once you get that amount of money, then you're going to say, you know what? I need to change the way I think about certain things. I need to start changing my philosophy. I need to start changing the way that I address people or what I expect people to address me, because now I have life-changing abilities. Okay.
No, because money only highlights who you actually are. It's not going to highlight who you think you should be. It's going to highlight who you are. Like Trigger Mike said. Oh my God, you guys, Trigger Mike got me agreeing with him. Jesus Christ.
You owe that man an apology.
And the Mormons. No, this is just question one. We still got a whole bunch of questions to go through today. We're not going to play that game. You know how these games go. If y'all don't know how this game goes, make sure you check out our highlights, because, honey, one time we'll be all opposite. The next time we'll be all together. Honey, you got to make sure you tune in every Wednesday night. But money's going to highlight if you have bad spending habits. Money is going to highlight if you're a drug addict, if you're an alcoholic, if you're a spendthrift, if you just messy as hell, if you're a busybody, money going to highlight that. But if you're a pious person, if you're already about the community, it's just going to afford you the opportunities to do more for the community. It's not going to change who you are. It's going to change your access to things. That's just it. Like, y'all have given some.
But if you have access to things, wouldn't that change you?
Hell no.
If you've only eaten steak once every 2 weeks for most of your life,
Fact.
you're gonna start eating steak every freaking day. That's a change. Yes, I understand what
No,
you're
you're
saying.
not. You're
It's
just
gonna
gonna
end.
eat higher quality instead of eating that bottom round that you get on sale for the $8.99 down to the Kroger. You're gonna go ahead and get you some Wagyu beef. If you just gonna elevate where you shop instead of shopping at Kroger's, you're gonna shop at Trader Joe's and Whole Foods. Shout out to Whole Foods. Please give me a sponsorship because I really love you. But like stop it.
What
Stop.
do people?
Y'all really
What do people mostly say? Don't let the money change you, right?
that's because this is that's because some
Oh,
people
oh, oh.
some people got that mindset where money finna change them because they live in a scarcity poverty mindset. That is a minute amount of people in society. If you already living well, you're already on your purpose, you're already on your ding. Money gonna make that easier. I'm just saying, I strongly disagree. We're gonna see what the audience say though. I don't think the audience is going in your favor, but we finna see.
All right. So if you would like to actually have a say in the voting, once again, please go to the channel. I've left a link in the chat. I don't think everybody get it, but if you guys are streaming to your channels, please provide the link to the original video. Currently, we have 6 votes. 50% of people already strongly agree. 33% agree. 17 strongly disagree. You guys ain't gonna do this to me. Not today. No, we're not doing this, guys. We're not doing this.
Shout out to my people. Shout out to my tribe. Y'all know what the lick hit for. I love you, baby.
Jesus cover me.
Jesus, cover me.
Please, you guys. All right, just make sure that you guys are voting correctly. We're gonna end the poll, but any last questions to sway the audience to make the correct decision on this poll?
Jesus walks. Jesus walks with me. Listen, they know what the lick hit for. They ain't finna change because they get no money. They're just gonna be the best version of them. They're gonna be operating in their highest function on their purpose. Shout out to the audience.
Trigger Mike, last words.
On this one?
Yes.
Yeah, I would love to test this theory. So, if there's anybody who would like to sponsor the show where you give Trigger Mike $1 million to see if this is going to change who I am, I'm game.
Robbie got $1 million.
I do. I'm gonna sponsor you, Trigger Mike. I got you.
Bet.
Christopher J, what do you say?
I'm normally right on these things, but that's okay. It's all good. I ain't tripping.
All right, and all I'm gonna say is yes, it's gonna change who I am. hopefully, if you get that amount of money and you're able to be as communal and as the person who you are, I think it. In my opinion, the weight of the world juice would be too much. I would think I would try to solve a lot of issues within our community that we need. I would try as much to change who I am as an individual. I would try to view the world differently. I would try to go places to change who I am. I hope you have that much money to change who you are. Anyway, y'all might not agree. So we're going to end the poll right there. Robbie and Trigger Mike wins with 75% of the vote.
The overwhelming majority.
The overwhelming majority. So Trigger Mike and Robbie is going to get, I'll give you guys 400. Me and Chris, we're going to get 300. It was a close one, but we're going to call it like that. All right.
Mike, you ready for this level of chicanery? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Look, Trigger Mike, don't fall for this. She's setting you up. All right, so let's go to our next question. And
Check your IG, Mike.
If it were possible, I would like to know how and when I die. If it were possible, want to know how and when I die. Robbie.
Well, I gotta go first. I didn't change my avatar. See, I'm about to put back the other avatar because then I asked me to go first, but I got the fresh avatar up.
I started with the new guy first, so I'm starting.
Ask the question again. Repeat the question.
Repeat the question. Okay. If it were possible, I'd want to know how
Strongly
and
disagree.
when I die.
Strongly disagree.
Strongly disagree. Christopher J.
Same answer. Strongly disagree.
Trigger Mike.
Strongly disagree.
Strongly disagree. And then yeah, you know what? I disagree also. I don't think I want to know.
What?
So,
This has never happened. Oh
yeah.
no. Tawana, Andrea, we miss you because this is some bull. This is some bull. We never all agree. Oh God, it's the end of the world. Jesus coming tomorrow, y'all. Jesus coming tomorrow.
So why
I said I didn't want to know that.
Jesus gonna come tomorrow and gonna be like, please.
Jesus cover me. Jesus, you will cover me. Say under the blood. Under the blood.
Under the blood. What you doing?
So why did you guys choose that?
No, for the simple fact that with this beautiful life that we live in, I'm just enjoying it for the moment. I don't want to know when it's my time to go because anxiety is a real thing. Having heart attacks is a real thing. I do not want to live my life on based off of that schedule. When God says come home, come home. He'll come like a thief in the night. He'll take me out like a thief in the night. I do not want to know. I don't go to these palm readers, these 8 balls, these psychics. No, whatever you know, keep it to yourself. I made it this far. I'll continue on my way of life, not knowing when it's time for me to clock out.
Trigger Mike, why'd you agree? Or why'd you disagree?
On this particular topic, ignorance is bliss, bro. Ignorance is absolutely bliss. I don't trust myself to not want to try to change the outcome. So, and nobody should. If you don't know, you can't do that. So, just from the simple fact that no, you'll mess some things up. You'll start behaving erratically. If you know when that time is coming, yeah, no, I'd rather be surprised. It's supposed to be a surprise. I'm very big on nature taking its course and things happening naturally. So where it matters most, which is, my time to leave this earth, that's the last thing I would ever want to know up front, ever.
Okay. I'd say it like this. I only disagree just a little bit because if we could change the parameters to probably an age or a specific reason, I think I would consider it. But in terms of knowing, I just kind of feel as if I enjoy the fact that I live life every day like I don't have the next day. I'm blessful for every day that I have. I thank God for waking me up every morning. If I knew that essentially that I'd have a time span, I don't think I'd be as thankful and I wouldn't give as much praise to God for waking me up every day and all that stuff. So that's kind of the reason why. But if you were to say, hey, you're gonna die at 57, based on your normal activities without an accident, I think I would kind of want that, but I don't know. I would like at least to have the option. So, I'm gonna just agree just a little bit. What you think, Raw?
Yeah, I like to keep it kind of spicy. So, I want it to be a surprise. Like, I've had a dream about how I'm going to die. So, if that happens, that'd be kick ass and cool. But if that doesn't happen and, like, I find out I'm gonna die at like 93, like in my sleep, I'm gonna be fucking disappointed because like the way that I had dreamed it, it was like, oh my god, it was amazing. It was legendary. Like
Whoa,
imagine
whoa, whoa, whoa! How did you? What dream? Kind of dream did you have?
I was on the
I'm
autobahn.
almost don't want that question to be answered.
I was on the autobahn and I was driving like 210 miles an hour, and
Yeah.
like there was an oil patch spun out. It was crazy. The car did like a 720. It was a big explosion. It was like fireworks and everything else. It was kick ass. It was legendary. But
So
so like
you checked out during that action movie?
yeah, like I checked out during the action movie. So imagine if I just pass away
Look
like
here.
while I'm asleep. I'm not gonna be satisfied.
Dear Lord, take me out mid sleep in my bed. Amen. I don't know what Raw be talking about. You watch too much movie.
Hallelujah.
Cut
No,
that Wi-Fi off.
dear Lord, make sure that my death is memorable and it remains etched on the hearts and minds and souls of millions forever.
Yes, because I'm gonna make a
I
meme out of
do.
it.
Huh?
I will make a meme out of it. Look how this crazy chick went out.
But
She
see,
could
you'll
have
be
gone
able
off
to,
like a Jahara Prince can't go out like some regular niggas.
right. You'll be like, oh my God. But she told me one time in band camp, we were doing our game show, Strongly Agree to Strongly Disagree. And then she told me, like, yo, this was the dream. And then she did it. Like, I'm
Look
an
here.
evil Knievel type of girl. Like, I will go out on a motorcycle trying to jump across the Great
Go
Pyramid.
out like a regular person. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell y'all a story. I don't know. I don't know if Trigger Mike was in Houston when this happened, but when Prince died, ladies and gentlemen, Prince, God rest his soul, couldn't go to heaven like a regular nigga. It literally rained in Houston for a week and a half, and the skies, I bullshit you not, was purple and pink. Please just go out like a regular nigga. That's all I gotta ask. I don't. Robbie trying to go out on top with the big bang. No. Take me out of my sleep, please.
Man, listen, I just want to go before the tribulation time. I don't want to be here during the end of days. Hey, April, I don't want to be here during the end of days. So I want to go before the end of days and I want to go out in the blaze of glory.
Man, please.
Uh,
Cut off her Wi-Fi. She watched too much action movie.
I don't know.
I am John Wick in the female version.
You
Hey, Ashton.
see.
But you
All
see
right.
it every day. You see every day they done kill my puppy. They done kill my puppy, and everybody has to atone for killing my puppy. Jesus, everybody
You ain't no John Wick.
play with it, Trigger Mike. Play with it, Trigger Mike.
All right, Trigger Mike. I'm gonna let you wrap this one up since we all agree on this one.
Man, this is no. This, if it were possible, would I like to know what? Hell no. I don't think anybody that says they think they would want to know would change their mind immediately after finding out. You know, the only thing that I can say is it's something good to think about to get. You should be living your life as if you're always getting your affairs in order for your death. So I remember, what was it, Black Panther? They be dropping gems in these movies, boy. He's like, a father that has not prepared his children for his own death has failed as a father. So you should always be preparing for your death. It shouldn't take the actual revelation of the date to start preparing. And by then, you probably ain't really shit you could do anyway. So, yep. That's all I got.
All right. I think I'm gonna just basically say, yeah, be prepared every day, but also give thanks for every day that you have, and because it's not really guaranteed, and that's kind of how I want to end it on that. So let's go to the next question. Let's go to the next questions. Everybody gets 200 points. We're gonna end the poll right there. Everybody said that they 100% strongly disagreed, so I guess we were more in line with everybody else. I have.
Thank you, Butterflies, for staying true to trend. I appreciate you. We salute you.
How you make a living should align with your values. How you make a living should align with your values.
I just want to tell y'all, everybody, okay, this stream was curated. Okay, it was curated especially to try to trap me up, Jesus. And you know what? I am ready for the challenge.
Jesus cover me.
Jesus over there.
All right, let's see what you heathen said. We're gonna start off. I'm gonna start off first. Gosh, this one is tough. If let me read this once. Let me read this once again. How you make a living should align with your value. I disagree. I strongly disagree. Trigger Mike, what you think?
Wait, how do you make it? I strongly agree.
Strongly agree. Okay. Chris J.
I agree.
You agree?
Mm-hmm.
Rob B, what you think?
I am actually net neutral on this one.
Jesus cover me.
Somebody shake the little ass on the pole back in the day, huh? That's why you knew.
Yeah.
How you know
Somebody
that's
did
not
amateur
in
night at the
alignment?
Players Club, so that's why you neutral, huh?
How you know
Mhm.
that's not in alignment with my values? I could strongly agree.
You right. You right. You right.
Hey.
Come on.
See, look, see how they do me, Jesus. You see how they do me, Jesus. They won't let. I strongly disagree. Then shit, they always trying to make me choose. They trying
Thank
to make
you. Thank you. So,
me
so this is how the panel's lined up. All right. Chris, we're gonna let you get this one first. Why'd you agree?
I agree because I don't because it don't make no sense to partake in certain occupations that you know that is going to put you, like I mentioned earlier, that's going to put your morals in a compromise. Like for example, I don't believe in utilizing any form of illegal narcotics. So I can be a little bit more specific. But what will I look like for being a drug dealer to my community just to make an extra buck? I remember a long time ago on the far less level, ladies and gentlemen. I used to work at CBS, and behind us, before they lost their license, I had there's all these cigarettes surrounded behind me. And as much as I'm telling people not to smoke because of what it can do to you, I'm also turning around, getting whichever marble flavor you want, and selling it to you. Now, I personally did not feel good about that situation. And like I said, it's a small level. Thank God that that was long time ago, like maybe 10 plus years ago. So I don't have to worry about that. But for me to compromise what I believe in just to make a dollar, that didn't feel right to me. That was dead wrong on my part. So like I said, I do agree that what you do for a living needs to align with what you believe in.
Okay. Robbie, you strongly disagreed. Why?
Because at the end of the day, who give a shit? Listen, you can have great values and principles, and then every now and again you stumble upon a lick, and sometimes some things fall in your lap. You gotta, what I'm saying, make a shake. It is what it is. Like, you finna make money all the time. Now, should you, what I'm saying, sacrifice a golden calf in order to, what I'm saying, get where you want it to be in life? No. But if you get a windfall and it's questionable origin, well, you know what I'm saying, just tuck it away in the bank account. You know what I'm saying, keep smiling, keep pushing. I don't know, like it's stupid because if you go to work and you work at a job, you work for a company, the company is not going to be in alignment with your goals and your values, but you still got to eat. Make it enough. Shit, the hell.
All right. Trigger Mike, hit us up. You said that you strongly agree. Why?
Get that question back on the screen. Yeah, if you would please, good sir.
How you make a living?
I did say strongly agree. And when you said make a living, not just a job, not just something you're doing on a side hustle, where you eventually end up should align with your values. I think if you're going to be intentional about doing anything and if you're going to have longevity in it, the best case scenario for you is to have a job that aligns with your values. I'm very pro Second Amendment. I'm very pro family. I will off anybody in protection of my family. Therefore, I have a gun business. I am a federal firearms licensee. I graduated as a nurse, then a healthcare administrator, and I do that, and I take that into my day job in medical education now, right? And even when I worked in the hospital to care with people, I have advanced the way I have in life because my job aligned with my values, and in that job, I was able to succeed solely. I was genuine. It lend itself to the genuine experience of Mike. I can tell this person is being genuine. I can tell that they care. When it comes to the gun side, I can tell he know what he's talking about because he's very intentional when he teaches these classes, or he's telling me about this gun I should buy, so on and so forth. So yeah, it should definitely align with your values. It just makes you a more genuine person doing the work, and you will achieve longevity using that method.
Okay, all right. I totally disagree with that take. I'm sorry. You can be a police officer and not like to see your community be racially profiled, but be a part of racially profiled individuals. You can be a baseball player who does not agree with selling or drinking alcohol, but be playing baseball and doing all this stuff. You can do a lot of things in which your values don't necessarily. You can work for a bank. Since we're storytelling, I used to work for Bank of America. I used to also work for Wells Fargo for a small little bit. Both of these banks have been sued for racially discriminations in the housing market. I still tried to make a living. Once again, I think we can sit highly and morally on this hill and say that every value that you have as a human being is a way that you make a living. I disagree. I think sometimes we basically separate what we do for work from who we are as an individual. I mean, come on now. Now, unless you're the owner of Chick-fil-A and Hobby Lobby who wants to close down their offices on Sunday, most of us do not have this opportunity or freedom. We have options that we take based on the circumstances of our life, and I just strongly disagree with the notion that everything how you make a living should be dependent upon your value system. I think it's a good try, but not really that good. So I strongly disagree, y'all. So is anybody like? Are you guys kidding me?
I don't think did Rob go, or am I tripping?
Yeah, Robbie did go.
Oh.
You thought I wasn't sat here silent if I didn't go. Y'all know better than this.
I'm sorry, guys. Like y'all, you guys gotta be kidding me. You guys gotta be kidding me that everywhere that you worked on the mission statement and on the letterhead and they've never had any issues. I'm sorry.
So
with your values.
I'm just saying you gotta look at you. I'm sure you developed this question. You got to answer it the way you worded it. So you're saying, can you work a job that doesn't align with your values? Sure, you can, because you used that police example. You worded it and said, should you work a job? So I answered from the should you, because it would add value to you or in longevity in whatever you're doing because you're focused in intent, and that's already your value system. But you gave it away when you said cops work. There are racist cops working in black neighborhoods. They shouldn't be. They shouldn't be there.
Let me ask you this. You said you worked as a nurse, right?
Yep.
And I'm not sure what your stance on abortion is, but I would see that if you worked in a hospital that gave abortion or provided some level of abortion, you would still value you're making a living. You would just disagree with probably the way that the hospital operates in certain spaces.
That's pretty. I was gonna say if my value system was solely based on religion,
Mhm.
right? Like that hardcore religion, I guess yeah, you would have a point. But I mean, in real life, the way that would just work is don't work me on that unit, right? Because I mean, well, also because nurses work in hospitals primarily.
Yes.
Hospitals don't give abortions, clinics do. So it wouldn't. That doesn't really apply to nurses.
But they can. They have the option of aborting children too.
Well, medically necessary abortion, yes.
Yes, but it still would be against your religion to abort.
It would no. I was gonna say if a nurse is involved and a hospital is involved, it's not a it's not like a physician assisted abortion or selective. I'm sorry, yeah, it's not a selective abortion. It's likely medically necessary for the
Medicinal reasons, yeah.
So there's no Jehovah Witness nurses, I'm guessing.
Of course there are.
Of course.
What blood transfusion?
Yeah. These are very specific units, though.
These are
the whole hospital doesn't do blood transfusions, hematology.
But I'm just saying, the company that you work with, it has a different value system.
Yeah.
So,
but also keep in mind with these employers, they can't overstep their boundaries. If you can't do it, usually they'll find someone else who can't do it.
Yeah. Okay. What about the guy who made the cake? The cake maker who didn't want
to do it because it violates his religious beliefs. Now I don't remember do you remember the disposition of that situation? Did he win in court or no?
No, actually he lost. The guy won actually.
Yeah, okay. Because as a company, I could refuse service to you. That's number one. And number two, if what you want violates my belief, especially since I own a company, hey, take your business elsewhere. Somebody else will do it. I'm just not going to do it.
Once again, like I said, you sold cigarettes at CVS, even though you don't believe that people should.
A younger version of me, by the way, but keep going.
But even though you were making a living, even though still you don't believe people should be smoking cigarettes. So I mean, come on.
Because of the health benefits, and that was a younger version of me. Older version of me would not. Older version, current me right now is very particular about what jobs I will take and how I handle situation. I'm in the security field, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a commissioned officer in the state of Texas. I have a gun on me at all times, and if need be, I will use it. Because that's what the state allowed me to do if I'm put in certain situations. However, my best weapons is literally my mouth, meaning I'm going to de-escalate.
Pause. Hey yo!
If most of my
Jesus cover me.
I forgot I got this on my finger, so I'm not going to say what I was going to say. But the best weapon is you de-escalating situations, so you don't always have to go for a gun. So I can still do my job and not cross certain lines, of course. Just saying.
Make sure if you guys are watching on the Strongly Agree to Strongly Disagree channel to make your votes. I see only one vote right now, and it ain't the right vote. So I need for you guys, if you're on the channel, make sure that you're voting. Make sure you're participating. It helps us with our point system. It helps for bragging rights. Robbie, help me.
First of all, I'm not listening to them. They speaking of highly idealized point of view. Like at the end of the day, you gotta go and you gotta do what you gotta do to make sure your family eats. So the points that you are making, E-Black TV, are absolutely correct. They're speaking to people that maybe have the choice because they run their own companies or they run their own business. You work for McDonald's, y'all know McDonald's not feeding y'all real meat, right? So that goes against your core values. Like you work for Walmart. Walmart goes on ahead and they hire people from China. They make the people in China live in these damn apartment complexes and tenements, work day and night, pay them 17 cents an hour so you could buy a toy water gun for $17.99. Like, get out of here. Are you serious right now? If everybody only made a living that aligns with their values, the whole entire world would be in chaos because nothing would get done. So you can't expect me to believe fool la la, honey.
I heard some of those be lies anyway, but I feel what you're saying.
You heard what be lies? What be lies? I done watched the documentaries. I done talked to Chinese people. They be living in them tenements. They don't even have a choice. They don't even have a choice. Stop it.
I'm going to break down about these stories about how they have child laborers to make stuff for the pennies of the dollars. I'm going to break that down once and for all. Just give me a couple of months. So, well, we'll talk about that later. Trust me, because I think most of that is cap anyway.
All right. Oops, dang, I didn't even have my camera on. Okay, guys. I'm giving you guys are killing me. Currently, 33% strongly agree, 67% agree, 67% agree. Come on, guys. More votes and vote with your thinking. Because I'm about to go back to
butterflies, y'all cutting up right now. Butterflies. What you doing? What you doing?
All right, we have a comment here. He says the lower down the chain you are, the less responsible you are, but promoting it in a positive light is different. I still believe, like, I don't know. I still believe it's different. I still believe that, you know, if that's the case, a lot of trust me, a lot of people wouldn't work for court system. I remember when I was they had asked me, I was developing a tablet system for judges on DUIs, and they was like, and they were wondering if I had any objections to it because they're basically the system I created would allow an ambulance to come and take your DNA by force. So, you know, and I told them, no, this is my job. This is what I have. But by my value system, I don't think the government has a right to do a lot of that stuff. So, you know.
Hey, what the hell? Man, what y'all do with this point system?
Shout out to butterflies.
Man, forget the butterflies. What kind of goofy stuff is this?
All right. Oh, and we're gonna We're gonna end the poll right now.
Oh, that's so cool. No, you weren't even about 500 points.
Okay, here we go. All right, so we're gonna end this. We're gonna end it, but with a comeback victory for the strongly disagreed side. 50% of people said they strongly disagreed. 33% said they agreed. 16% said they agreed. We take the win. 500 for me and Rob B, 200 for the Trigger Mike, and
I will be praying that somebody throws tomatoes at your front door.
All right, good job, everybody. Let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep it going. I got a banger for you. This one. I got this one is gonna be this one is gonna be good.
Chris, I'm saying though, this is why you got to bring your people in the building. Shout out to Cellulite Podcast. This is why you got to bring your people in the building. See, you got to bring your people. Your people got to have your back. Shout out to you.
Your people was asleep.
Make they own.
Your people was minding their own business.
All right. Our next question is
E-Black did it.
Evil.
Oh, God, Jesus Christ.
Evil is necessary for balance.
Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. Wait a minute.
Evil is necessary for balance.
Jesus cover me. Jesus, you will cover me. Say under the blood. Under the blood.
Okay.
I need that clip. My God, you need to play that clip. I need that clip.
So now that we blessed each other, we can answer this question honestly. Trigger Mike, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna see where you go with this.
Under the blood, I strongly agree.
You what? Under the blood. Chris, what do you say?
I agree.
I agree. Okay. Robbie, what do you say?
Jesus. Under the blood, I strongly agree.
What? Oh, I disagree. I disagree with this.
So you're gonna have to fight it out. Fight it out.
All right, guys. So this is the way the panel is shaking out. This is the way the panel is shaking out, and we know when we're in this situation, we're gonna have to fight back.
Get him up. Let him get up. Let him get up. Let him get up. Fight back, nigga. Fight back, nigga. Fight back. Fight back.
Okay. How do y'all come to this aberrant way of thinking? We need evil. Evil's good now.
You wanted to go against the culling, so go on ahead and stand on business.
No. I want to hear from y'all because I can't understand this. Robbie, since you're talking first. No. Okay, Chris J, go ahead.
Well, E Black, you want pure good, pure peace, joy, and that type of stuff. I'm gonna need you to give your life to Christ, so that way when you pass on, you can go to heaven, because that's about as good as it gets. But while we're down here, there needs to be a balance, so that way we can better ourselves. We need a little evil, or be to put in evil situations, so that way we can make the good decisions, and that can make us stronger. If it's all good, no one's going to learn, and nobody's going to be able to elevate themselves to that next level of maturity and be an adult. So yes, we do need some evil in this world as a necessary balance.
Bullshit, but
you can go to heaven. You can go to heaven.
What you think?
It's what you're talking about.
Trigger Mike, what you think?
I'm trying to find the perfect analogy, okay? Because Chris definitely touched on it. Pause. And
hey, yo.
And I definitely, I was a loss for words after he went, because he kind of took what I was gonna say. But these things are necessary. They are. It is a balance. That's a perfect word. It's definitely a balance. And the one, God damn, what's wrong with me? The comparison that I want to make is through like fear and bravery, right? So I don't remember what show it was. I think it was Game of Thrones, where he said, his son said, "You're the bravest man I know. You're never scared of anything. You're so brave." And he said, "Son, I'm fearful all the time." And he said, "Dad, how can you be fearful?" He said, "The only time a man can be brave is when he experiences fear. So the only time you would even know what's good is if you have experienced evil. It is necessary. Absolutely necessary. It is the counterbalancing act, the yin and the yang, that is necessary. We wouldn't know what the hell is good if it wasn't for evil. We wouldn't be able to try and strive for better if it wasn't for evil. We wouldn't feel a necessity to take care of things and not be selfish and rise to the occasion if it wasn't for evil. So it is necessary, no matter how much we like it, no matter how much momentary discomfort it may bring us. Evil is necessary, 100% necessary.
Robbie.
Yes.
You strongly agreed. Explain yourself, you heathens.
Under the blood. First of all, Jesus said, Jesus said he created the devil, right? And the devil had said, Well, Jesus created the devil so that we can have free will and we can know right from wrong. So yes, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, evil is necessary so we can, you know, follow God and love the Lord how He's supposed to. And on top of that, if you eating some food that's disgusting, why you know it's disgusting? You know it's disgusting because you done tasted something juicy and good and tasty and delicious. Marcus 7, that's okay. I love you too, Booski. You want a virtual hug? Listen. Genghis Khan said, if God loved you, He wouldn't send a punishment like me upon you. Evil is absolutely necessary. Absolutely.
Okay, guys. Now that we got this,
Jesus cover me.
we you guys are killing me. You guys are freaking killing me. First of all, in this world, there's a lot more evil. There is no balance of evil and good. There's a lot more evil than there is good. This is really a trick question. This is really a trick question because as much evil there is in this world, the good people are still trying to make this world a better place. There needs to be more good people to make the balance of evil that is going on. We do not need evil. Evil's here by default. Evil is here. There's places right now where people are killing each other, doing horrific things to each other. We don't need more horrific stuff to make it more balanced in a great world. This world is already bad. We need more people to be good. So no, we do not need evil to make things more balanced. We need more good people to make it balanced. But even if we did have a lot more good people and there was just a little bit evil, we don't even need that. We don't need it. What we need is each other and to love each other on this planet Earth. And we need to balance. We don't need evil. I'm sorry. You guys are, look.
Jesus cover me. Jesus, you will cover me.
You guys are killing me. You guys are killing me.
E Black, is it safe to say that you have to go through some type of hardships, trials, tribulation to get to where you're at right now? If the answer is yes, I rest my case.
No. You know what? I disagree, but we're gonna get to that.
Holy shit.
But no, we don't. I don't. The character who I am does not need hardship to be. It verifies it. It validifies it. It helps bring this it out of me. But I'm still the same person. So
how do you?
No. You're going back to the first question, the first topic. I'm talking about right now.
Wait a minute. Excuse me. Permiso. Un momento, por favor, tranquilo. Seahorse, what you saying, baby? What you saying, baby? Shh.
True. It's like saying grape is necessary to balance consensual.
Wait,
well,
what?
It's like saying that, you know what I'm saying? Deletion is necessary to balance life. A lot of people could get these hands and get these bullets. I'm saying real quick. What we talking about here?
I'm sorry. And then to go back on your question, Chris, I think even this person is basically alluding to it. Evil is only a human thing since it takes intelligence to even understand the concept of good, bad. Animals only kill out of pure instinct. There's not only, and to the question that you're talking about, we are defined by the actions and the things that we do. When we build a house, that creates character. It's not an evil house. We didn't need to build a house because the world and environment's evil. It's because it's hard. Pause. And that is the way we grow as individuals.
Well, you're next.
Oh my God. You guys are kidding me. We need evil.
Yes.
We need evil.
You guys are kidding me.
All right. You want to go there?
Because you need you need something to push. You need some adversary to push back on your certain beliefs, so you can question yourself, so you can sharpen your own tool.
Like that is just a stupid. Oh, sorry. That's a non-factual statement in the chat. Animals kill other animals for a
That's why I was
variety
looking
of
like,
reasons.
what the?
Right, for a variety of reasons, including predation. An animal that kills and eats another animal is called a predator. To feed themselves, to feed their young, to defend themselves and their young, for pleasure, to resolve competitive disputes, to increase their reproductive potential, to escape threatening situations. Some animals that kill other animals include the carnivores, lions, tigers, bears, shrews, marsupials, and even toad ungulates. Meerkats, according to a scientific study, 1 in 5 meerkats will be deleted by another meerkat. Orcas, zooplanktons, humans, damselflies, predaceous mites, martins, weasels, honey badgers, jaguars, leopards, wolves, spiders. Oh my. Like, what are we talking about? Like, a lot of people be in these spaces talking about zoonotics as if they have a degree in zoology and they don't. Like, stop it. Be quiet. Everybody be quiet. Read a book.
I need for all the people who are for good to go vote right now. Go right now to strongly agree to strongly disagree. Please vote, because ain't no way we agreeing that we need evil. Like even in the examples that you gave, those are instinctual things. That's not necessarily evil things. Those are instinctual things that animals necessarily do. Evil means that you're going out your way to do bad things. Like that would be like saying that a bear goes into a honeycomb because he wants to kill the bees. It's like, no, he's doing it because he wants the honey. These are things that are instinctual. Bad means that you're actually affecting other human beings in a negative way on purpose.
First of all,
It
honeys,
doesn't.
no.
Okay, that didn't disprove my point.
Well, so
Bears, no.
I think what we need to talk about is that this is a natural byproduct of nature. So
No,
I
evil is
understand
not.
it's
Oh,
no, it's a natural byproduct of nature. Let me tell you why.
Jesus cover me.
From a scientific
Jesus covered
standpoint,
them.
all right, the 5 things you will find to know a civilization lived there is birth, death, war, taxes, marriage. War is evil. Okay, but if you have anything to fight over, or that means you will have something to protect, because people will try to take that shit. It's an unpleasant thought, but it is an eventuality. So you must prepare for it. You're right. So it's the most natural thing on earth. I could sit here and be naive and say we should kumbaya, but the people who don't prepare for somebody to come try to take their shit are usually the ones that get their shit took.
by what? Evil people.
Evil people.
Exactly. So we don't need evil to balance life. We just need less evil people. You guys are
What
missing
I'm
the
saying,
point. You guys
we're
are missing the
ignorant.
point.
Yeah, we're ignorant to the point that you have to realize that's never going to happen. Evil is necessary.
But that doesn't mean it's balanced. That just means that it's something that we've always been around. And that means we need to have and to help other people become more good righteousness and right and good for like I'm trying to tell you guys, it's not like, do you guys really believe that we live in a world where most people are good?
No, most people are inherently mischievous. They're not inherently good.
Okay, so that means it's not a balance. We're actually the good people, the righteous people are actually, we need more of us to actually make it balance out with the evil that is going on in the world.
Well, mischievous just means you'll attempt to steal a chocolate bar if you think you won't get caught. Doesn't mean you're off somebody. Goddamn. Most people aren't murderers.
But it's still evil. There's more evil in this world. I'm sorry. There's just more evil in this world. And I don't believe that we need more evil.
Man, I wouldn't be able to sit still in my house right now if there was more
Even
evil.
even in the most righteous of places, we don't need evil there to balance them out. Think about it. If you go to a city right now and you were to say, hey, place has zero crime, this place has zero thefts, a lot of great people, you're gonna say, man, this place needs more evil to balance it out.
Well, hold on. As great as Michael Jordan was, we wouldn't be he wouldn't be able to prove that unless he had adversaries.
That's
Unless he
not
has
evil
own-
though.
No.
Are you, are you calling
You're
Isaiah?
missing the point.
Are you calling Isaiah Thomas?
You
Are
are
you calling
against it.
Isaiah Thomas evil?
The Bad Boy Pistons. Don't get me started.
Bill Lambier.
So, go watch that ESPN documentary. Shit.
They were evil.
No, we're not.
Go watch that ESPN documentary. I don't know what you're talking about. That 30 for 30. It was a good one, by the way. But but to be the best or one of the best, you need adversaries. Hell, you that's basketball. You can go football for Peyton Manning, 7 rings. Albeit fictional, you can go wrestling, Ric Flair, 16 championship. You need somebody, even then, we can use that as an example. You need somebody to elevate you to that next step, to that next level. So when it comes to me being a good person, I know I won't be where I'm at right now if I didn't come across 36 years of evilness, lack of a better word.
Most evil in this world is done by and through good intentions. The cause of evil is stupidity, not malice.
He might be onto something. I'm not gonna say
it might be okay. I think where I'm confused, or I think he's through good intentions. I would say that's through selfish intentions or ignorant intentions. I don't think you can do evil through good intentions. Like, yeah, I guess Robin Hood is
no,
a way.
You can.
I think Robin Hood steal from the rich and give to the poor. I think that's kind of a way of thinking of good evil stealing, which is considered bad and evil for good intentions, but it's still evil. You still all right. If you look at it for the most part, evil people typically look at good people as weak or mentally deficient. I don't know. All right, let's get our poll. I'm going to end it right there. Where do we reside? Where do we get this? 55% agreed. 22% disagreed. 11% agreed. And 11% disagreed. You heathens have won again.
Jesus cover me. Jesus, you will cover me. Say under the blood. Under the blood. Jesus, you will cover me. Jump on this. Listen.
Christian never nothing. You never see. Oh damn.
All right. So they won that. I'm gonna get 500 points. I'm gonna just take my 500 points. Okay, nah. I get my.
That's how we doing it. That's how we living. I be living Biggie Smalls and mansions and business. Dang.
All right. I'll take 300 points. Everybody gets 300. All right.
No, everybody don't get 300 points. The winners get 500 points. That's how we've been running this thing. The winners.
No. We had not. Okay.
I'm just saying, who won again?
You guys won, but
oh, as long as we won.
But just because I believe in Jesus and I believe in goodness of people.
Jesus cover me.
Under the blood.
I believe in Jesus too. What you talking about?
I'm just saying we don't need. Oh, anyway, let's go to our next question, please. Before
no,
my internet gets struck down. Oh, okay. Since we have this question, here we go. Suffering builds character. Suffering builds character. What do you guys think? We're gonna start off with Robbie.
I strongly agree.
Strongly agree. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to disagree. Chris J, what you think?
I think E Black just wants to be an opposition.
He's a contrarian. Like, he don't disagree.
No, I disagree.
Boo. Where's Tawana? Where's Andrea? Andrea, listen. Damn it, y'all can type in the chat. We don't appreciate this. Bring y'all black asses. Oh, go on ahead, child. Go on ahead, child.
Under the blood.
Under the blood.
Under the blood.
Under the blood.
Chris J, what you think? Suffering builds character.
No, I'm going to strongly agree.
Yeah, come on over to the dark side. Step into the darkness.
Trigger Mike, what you think?
Strongly agree.
Oh my God, you guys.
Get the fight. Get the fight.
See,
Get
that's
the
my
hands up.
Africans. That's my Africans.
Look, you said it, not me.
This is how we end up, and of course,
Get him up. Let him get up. Let him get up. Let him get up. Fight back, nigga. Fight back.
But y'all do know that E Black just did this because he strongly agrees. He just has to be in opposition.
no. I actually just disagree with this a little bit. Okay, let me go first. Okay, suffering meaning pain does not build character. It builds character in some people, but to build character, it takes morals. It takes a lot more, and it takes adversary. But that doesn't necessarily mean you suffer. Some of the people in life do not have to suffer to be a good person, to be a bad person. Some people just inherently have different characteristics within themselves. You don't necessarily need to have the worst things of the worst to be who you are. Sometimes you are who you are based on a lot of different factors about how you've read a book or how you've rationalized peace and war and love and happiness. These are all things that you have to reconcile in your everyday beliefs. So I don't think you need necessarily to suffer. It doesn't even say you need to suffer. It just says suffering builds character. So suffering does not necessarily build character. It just builds it just allows the person that's within to deal with a lot of issues that has. So I disagree. I don't believe that you need to go through the worst of the worst just to be able to say that you are a good person or you have this type of character. I just think that that's just an excuse that people use. So you guys go ahead at it. Chris J.
See, this goes back to what we said in the last topic, but you're really missing the point on all of this. Yes, suffering builds character. You don't have to build character just by suffering. That's not what it's saying. It's just saying if you go through some type of hardship or some type of struggle, will this build you up? Will this better your mental? Is it going to better your morality? And the answer is yes, because once you go through certain things, you're never going to forget it. You're always going to always remember what you went through and plan for the future so you could not go through that again. So 100% suffering will always build character. It's not that's not the only thing that builds character, but it definitely does.
Bam, 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 bam.
That comment was wild, by the way.
But that wasn't really directed towards you. I apologize. I'm over here doing a lot. Y'all know I'll be working on some other stuff. I'm on super petty sideband mode right now. Don't pay me.
Yes, focus. Suffering, because you're making us suffer.
Thank you. That means I'm doing my job. Since my sisters have left me in a conundrum, left me by myself to deal with the brothers, everybody has to suffer. No, seriously though. Yeah, everything you go through makes you tougher. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stay a little longer. What you mean? Like, come on now. You ever been in poverty? Look at Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry lived in the bathroom down to the McDonald's, down to the Waffle House for 50,111 million years. Now he's a multi-billionaire. What we talk about? Look at The Pursuit of Happiness. Will Smith character and their son lived in the bathroom down to the train station, and then they became ultra famous. You have to suffer in order to become great. Like if a silver spoon is handed in your mouth, then you're going to wind up on American Greed, honey. Then you're going to be a whole billionaire boy club. Like, stop it, my guy.
Mike, round
Um,
this up.
we don't really have evidence, Robbie, that Silver Spoon. Elon Musk was a rich kid. He got a rich daddy. Bill Gates was a rich kid. So we don't have evidence that
Bill
being
Gates is your
affluent.
hero in this story.
No, I'm just saying we can't say that.
Yes, we can.
Just
Bill Gates is
because-
horrible.
So, but let me put it to you this way.
Bill Gates' father
Suffering-
is the father.
Hold
Is
on,
one of
hold
the
on,
founding
hold on.
fathers of eugenics. That was
Suffering-
a horror. That was a bad take.
Suffering will build more individuals' character than being affluent will. I agree with you there. But yeah, having that silver spoon ain't bad either if you got the right set of principled parents who will enforce discipline on you. But no, suffering does build character. When I say I strongly agree, we can't disagree. Okay. Everybody always asking what's the immigrant secret sauce? Wherever they came from, they suffered. All right. One of the problems with Africa, some parts of Asia, India, is that their governments are so corrupt that their best individuals there do not get rewarded. Okay, I have a cousin that's a doctor in Nigeria who makes the equivalent of like $30,000 American US.
Sorry to hear that.
Right? So they do not reward. So he's sick and he's tired. So I've had to put in documents, try to sponsor him to teach classes and do that stuff from over there, and sponsor his visa for him and his children so he could do whatever programs to start doing that stuff over here because they don't reward. He is suffering over there with all of his skills. He got his doctorate from the Ukraine. So he's actually eligible. He became an MD in the Ukraine. So he's eligible to even come over here after some training and become a doctor. But when he hits a unit in America, nobody's going to work like him. They actually do work 24-hour shifts in the hospital, back like 48-hour shifts in the hospital. He'll do a 72 just because of how grateful. He'll do a 96 because of how grateful he will be to just have the job at that point. And he'd do it for less money. You're right. His character is built. His amount of gratitude for giving him anything was built from his prolonged suffering. So that is usually what you'll see when we say suffering builds character. Is just these people are so grateful to be out of the shitty situation they were in. They will do more for less. And that's what we kind of perceive as character out here. They're extremely grateful to everyone for giving an opportunity, treating them like an honest citizen or an honest immigrant, And yeah, I can absolutely tell you, we can't deny it. We see it every day. Who gonna build these houses if the Mexicans don't?
I just disagree.
Hey, shout out to the Mexicans. Don't disrespect them. What are they about though?
I'm actually not disrespect. I'm saying they do anything. Like they will do anything for the opportunity. Have y'all even thought about it? Who is gonna build these houses if the Mexicans don't?
But that's validation of character. Those are validations of people who have certain ethics within themselves, not just because they suffered. Suffering gives, like you said, makes you grateful for the things that you have, but it doesn't necessarily make you a good person, a character. It just validates your character. If you've went through something and you still are the same person, yes, that gives you great character and that gives you great moral standing. But at the same time, you don't need to suffer to be a great person. Then basically we should have our kids just suffer all their lives, not give them any clothes, not give them things, not treat them right because they need to build character. No, you can instill character without it. And just like old feller says, post-traumatic growth builds character, but it's not the only way to build character. So once again, we validate suffering. We're validating suffering to build the character. Yes, in instances of suffering, our character can be built, but it is not the only way, nor is it really the main way that we want to build character. We build character through parenting. We build character through hard work and diligence.
Let me give you the definition of suffering. The experience of pain or loss, which can be physical, mental, or I'm sorry, the state of ongoing pain, distress, or hardship. So as a parent, you actually do need to, when we say the word suffering, we're looking at it as it's always a bad thing. You need to create situations in which your kids struggle and experience hardship. You could give them a bunch of math problems. And they experience that shit's painful. It's going to be hard for them to figure it out. They're going to want to do other things, but you're challenging them and putting them in a situation in which they have to struggle suffer to get the answers, suffer through what they don't want to do. They'd rather be watching a tablet. They'd rather be out there playing with their friends. But they will build more character and better characteristics and traits through that suffering than giving them what they want. So I do believe you build character better with suffering than you do with pacifying your children and living an affluent life. I do believe you build character. And then I'm sorry, let me just give you the definition for character. The mental and moral qualities distinctive to an individual. I do believe you will build more of that with suffering than giving your children what they want.
So, but I think even in the definition, morals. How do you teach morals? Not necessarily through suffering. You teach morals through education and support and help and grace towards each other. You don't build You don't build morals through just basically saying, you know what, I'm gonna make you struggle through something, and when you learn your lesson, you're gonna come back. It's like, nah.
Which one sticks better though? Is it better to learn? I'm sorry. Is it more effective to learn from lack or abundance?
Abundance.
Is it better to learn from lack?
Is it more constructive and effective for an individual to learn something from having a lack of it or an abundance of it?
I would say that it is better to have an abundance to have a playing field. And the example that I'm going to use is that the reason why it's harder for people who are in poverty to get to the middle class than it is from people in the middle class to get into wealth is a lot different. Because you have an abundance, you are able to actually work with the abundance and then multiply it. When you have a poverty mindset, you're usually stuck in that suffering mentality of that. So I don't agree with that.
So I think in the midpoint, it's true on both sides, but at the extremes is a bit different. So at the extremes of suffering, there's extreme motivation. On the other side of abundance, there's extreme passivity. Or help me out, Robbie. You're the wordsmith here. Passivity. Yeah, you're extremely passive. You have affluenza. You don't care about other people's feelings. There's a moral degradation there. We say all the time, rich people don't care about shit. They don't give a fuck about nobody, right? So, yeah, I would say it's true on both sides, but at the extremes, you're going to get more character built and more people rising from the ashes from the suffering side than you do the affluent side.
That's not true. You get more people who have the abundance actually rise through the ashes than the people who are suffering. That's why
they have an abundance.
Exactly, but they've risen beyond that. That's why we have the world the way. That's why the country and the world the way it is right now is rich people create more rich people because of through abundance. Poverty people create more poverty and suffering.
Okay, so do they create those rich people through greed? Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. They create more rich people through greed and nepotism. They are not providing equal opportunity to riches for the people below them.
Yeah.
Robbie, stop.
What?
I totally disagree with that because there's no way that we can sit here. There's no way that we can sit here and act like the way the world is built today, that everybody who suffered has a great character or is benefiting from such a great character. We appreciate it, we admire it, but the people who have good characters and morals are people who have been coddled and
We can see you
and moved through
Black
society. Define character. More good moral standards in the face of adversity.
Okay, that's a bit of a different one, but we can somewhat roll with that. Let me just go Oxford. It's real simple. The mental and moral qualities distinctive to the individual. Mo- the mental. We're talking about suffering. To go through one agonizing pain, albeit whether it be physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, or financial. To go through that, as hard as that is, you're gonna come out a different person. It's going to build something. It's going to build in a threshold, and it's going to prepare you for the future. If we all don't go through something, how can we be better? If we don't know what it means to feel to lose or to get that pushback.
He said, "Here I go again, whether I win alone."
All right, guys, please make a vote. I realized that I didn't put the right question on there, so if you would like to vote,
You
and you would
didn't.
like,
You didn't, and you dragged it.
and and if so, please everybody vote right now. This is the way that the panel lined up. Suffering builds character. There's no way. I understand, and I do. Look, I agree. If you've gone through some stuff, you're able to have a great fortitude in regards to a lot of things in life. I totally agree with that. But to
Totally.
build, but to but to build good moral values, you don't necessarily have to suffer. You don't have it's not a requirement. It's not a prerequisite of character. Character is character based on your environment, based on a lot of different aspects of living life. So if I want to have some character put in somebody, I think it's about how I implement the that person's environment, not necessarily making that person suffer. I do believe that you should still have that person go through challenges, but challenges does not mean suffer.
Excuse me. Just a quick question. Do you eat Hamburger Helper?
Yes.
Awesome.
I had Hamburger Helper today, Italian.
Right. You know why you know that Hamburger Helper is not shit? Because you eat filet mignon. And all things in all ways, you have to know good to know bad.
You know why pho and
But it didn't build my character. It only built your
palate. Your palate, though.
It built my appreciation, not my character.
It built your palate. Stop playing games in my face. Listen, guan.
I'm not listening to you, Robbie. Look, you guys. The more
Jesus cover me.
The more I play this game, the more I realize you guys are freaking. You guys need help. Salute to everybody.
No, not even going.
What do you mean?
Y'all know what to vote. Butterflies, do your job. Do what you're supposed to do. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. Love y'all very much.
Please, right now, if you're, please, right now, please go to the strongly agree to disagree channel.
Vote for me.
Vote. Right now, we had to reset the vote, so we're just going to prolong it. Right now, only 3 votes.
No, the fuck we ain't. You better stop all that.
We're going to prolong it for a while.
No, we ain't.
We're going to prolong.
Jesus cover me. Jesus, you will cover me.
In the name of Jesus, we ain't prolonging nothing. Not to choose I said Jesus.
Under the blood.
All right. So we're not going to count this. We're not going to count this round.
Holy.
5. We're not going to count this round.
Why you do it, Star? Why you do it?
We're not going to count this round. We're not going to count this round at all.
I think we need a third party.
With the blood clot foolish, why you do it?
I think we need to hire a third party to keep track of points.
Everybody got 100 points just for the effort. I messed up, so we're just gonna move on.
No. The butterflies are.
You messed up for choosing wrong. Don't put that on everybody.
Points. Why you do it? You try to rob us. Y'all see this Star? He try to rob us. Why you do it?
You guys are gonna have to suffer for this one, okay? Build some character, okay?
Trigger Mike, I know you're not gonna go for that. We know you knew on the show, but you finna act right.
All right. Speed round. Speed round.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Speed round. All right. This is gonna give you guys a quick little section. We're gonna reset the board.
I'm sorry, but I love y'all right now. But where are my girls at? Where my girls at? From the front to back. They keep it spicy. Why y'all over here trying to sit on dry?
I'm
If the
trying to
boys
build
are
these
sitting on
characters.
dry, ladies and gentlemen, put a 1 in the chat. If they need to spice it up during the speed round, put a 2 in the chat. And make sure you guys come to Strongly Agree, to Strongly Disagree, and subscribe. And I apologize, y'all, because I've been letting them take over the show, honey. I've been resting in my femininity. So much masculine energy up here. Tawana, Andrea, we gonna fight, sisters. Hope y'all feel better, though.
Yeah. We hope you guys feel better, and we're gonna pray for you guys under the blood of Jesus.
Jesus cover me.
All right. So
yeah, I'm gonna name my Sagittarius sister. Please get better, Tawana. But I'm gonna need you to come over here and keep E Black in check, please, and thank you.
all right. Speed round, and we're gonna wrap it up. All right. Everything is a social construct. What do you guys say?
Yup, I strongly agree.
Strongly disagree.
Yeah, I'm not rolling. I disagree.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to fight for my life, Jesus.
No, I'm almost strongly agree.
Thank you. See, he trying to get on my good side, y'all. He trying to get on my good graces.
This is the way the panel worked out. Great.
This is. I see what this is. This is opposite day for people of
Okay.
the same color. The two darkest niggas on the panel can't be on the same side. This is
the way the panel works out. So quickly, why do you guys disagree with the fact that everything's a social construct?
So I use the term social construct a lot, and I do believe most of the way we associate ourselves and civilized ourselves is completely a social construct. But then in this social construct, we are still dealing with the laws of nature. So some things are natural, some things are part of the social construct. Remember, I said 5 things that are present. It's really 6. I just forget what one of them is. 5 things that are present to let you know a society once lived there: birth, death, war, marriage, taxes. Marriage is a social construct. You will see 2 people, legal marriage is a social construct. But throughout history, you will see a man and a woman paired off. That woman birthed children for that man, and they carry on under his name. He hunt and gathers for that specific group, which is his family, so to speak. Right? So, yeah, in a way to do that in a more civilized fashion, we came up with a social construct called legal marriage. But you have a natural version of it, of a man and woman pairing off, right? As we tend to do as human beings. All right. So, yeah, everything is in a social construct. We do live in a social construct, but it's ultimately guided by our nature.
Sorry about that. Chris, you go ahead.
Actually, skip me real quick. I'm having a little bit of issue on my part. Just come back to me real quick.
Robbie, fight for your side.
Race is a social construct. Social class is a social construct. Socioeconomic, delineations of peoples is a social construct. We live in a world of social constructs. Everything is predicated upon a social construct meant to make you feel better for being who you are, who you ain't. And y'all suck, every last one of you. You're losing, but Jimmy, fight for your life. No, I'm just playing. I am just playing really quickly, but like seriously though, my guys, like everything is a social construct. It's based upon a system, and you may not want to believe that it's human nature and you ain't sorry, but it's it's based on society, what society says. At one point, we had the Coliseum where everybody was killing each other and watching it on Sunday. Now we have Sunday night football. Do you think that's by accident? Hell no.
Robbie,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
you strongly disagreed.
What do you mean? I did? I forgot. Damn.
Jesus cover me.
Okay. I meant strongly agree.
Okay, there we go. All right. And since we're waiting for Christopher J to come back, I'm gonna switch up the panel, and then we're gonna. So I'm sorry. Yeah, I think everything is a social construct. I believe so many things in life that we so-called follow by are built on what society has deemed us to have based on history, based on a lot of different things. And this is what a social construct is. The way we treat each other, the way we hate each other, the way we build for each other. A lot of things in this world is based on a social construct. Now, I don't know how Chris is going to defend this, but I'm going to give him a shot.
I had forgot. I could have swore I said strongly agree. I don't know.
No, you said strongly disagree.
No.
Did she?
Yes.
No. That's right. I said
Trigger Mike strongly disagreed.
Yeah, I said strongly agree. It was Trigger Mike. Trigger Mike's supposed to be fighting.
Get me out of there. Yeah, I'm strongly disagree.
Oh, you strongly disagree. Okay.
Disagree, I think.
You see, E Black is over there drinking wine, so he ain't listening.
Get that blood of Jesus off your faces.
Jesus cover me.
Y'all killing me. I got so many things I'm trying to do right now. All right, make sure that your vote. This is a speed round. Did we miss anybody? Anybody want to make a last little shot on this one?
Yeah, I don't know.
What you gonna do?
I don't know how everything could be a social construct. I understand where you guys are coming from, but a social construct basically means that we all have to agree in totality that this is what this means. This is the definition. This is the meaning. This is the groups, but everybody has different opinions. And everybody has different belief systems. So it's hard for me to say everything could be or everything should be a social construct. I'm not rolling with that one.
Jesus, cover me.
Under the blood.
Y'all killing me. All right.
That is a really good dang on bling bling meme. Dang on it.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna get it stole, but that's okay.
Nigga, please.
We know who got it. So shout out to everybody. Make sure you get your votes. If you're watching this on a different channel, we're not going to keep we're really just running these pilots right now, but we're going to switch everybody over to strongly agree to strongly disagree. Look it up in your browser. Content creators who are streaming it, please drop the link in the chat. We're in our yeah, what does the chat say? Because your name was given to you, your language, religion, beliefs, all based on previous constructs. It's called evolution unless you made your own language. Robbie, let me see your pretty face so we know I'm a simple. What? Robbie, get these people out of my chat.
No, we love them. What do you mean? I love you guys. You guys are the best. Keep coming over here. Like, these men are hating. They want everybody to be so mad at me.
Are humans a social construct?
But
Those opinions are rarely divert from some social construct that's already embedded into your subconscious. You're not that original of a thinker. Aha. Yeah, most people thought the earth was flat at a certain period of time.
Because they were social constructed to believe it.
Yeah. So all right, guys. It's a speed round. Let's go through another. Huh?
I think it's over with.
No, we didn't get to our black cards.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go, y'all. CSI, E Black's a victim. Go on ahead. Go on ahead.
No. Hold on. One last one for the speed round, and we're gonna go. Respect is earned.
I strongly agree.
Yes.
Okay. Trigger Mike.
Strongly disagree.
Ooh.
What?
Ooh.
Oh, I gotta hear this.
Ooh, Trigger Mike.
I'm gonna go. Robbie, which one did you choose? Respect is earned. Which one do you think?
I strongly agree. As my parent, you know what? I'll explain it later. Hey, Krista Revel.
Okay, and I'm gonna go with strongly agree also, just so my Trigger Mike can fight back. This is how the panel
Fight for
laid.
your life.
This is how. Oh, sorry. This is how the panel. So Trigger Mike, you're going to have to fight back.
Get him up. Let him get up. Let him get up. Let him get up. Fight back, nigga. Fight back, nigga.
All right, Mike. Why, Mike?
All right. So
Why are they
we've had a weird association with this word, especially in the Black community. Growing up, it was taught wrong. All right. So respect in giving is earned. And this is my gripe with it. All right. We teach certain things to children and we forget that children and even some adults, and let's just be real, most adults, we don't interpret nuance well. So when you tell people respect is only earned, it says that you don't have to. While we're trying to interpret the nuance, we say that we don't have to show respect, and what that comes out is people don't show common courtesy because they don't think they have to, right? So when they're interpreting the nuance of respect is earned, yes, the definition of respect is a feeling of deep admiration for someone. By that definition, yes, it is earned, but not the way we have been socialized to that word from our upbringing here in the States. Absolutely not. What I'm talking about more so is common courtesy, right? And also the other end of that definition, or something elicited by their abilities, qualities, or achievements. And it also means holding someone in high regard. Now, the way I was taught, I respect everybody. So I'm respectful of the human condition. I show respect, the utmost respect to my elders. Doesn't matter if I know them or not. In Nigeria, we bow to our elders. All right. So by that metric alone, that is letting people know that I am acknowledging them. And I took the time to read up and down who I believe they are in this society through the hierarchy that was created. All right. So I would hope that more people understand that I didn't want to say strongly disagree. I didn't want to, but the way we have been socialized to that word respect in the States, I had to. I feel responsible to say, no, you give respect, meaning you give common courtesy to everyone as a baseline. But if we're talking about respect as deep admiration, yes, it is indeed earned. My mic is muted.
But you brought up the elders from Nigeria, which I agree, but that goes into why respect is definitely earned, because for the elders to get where they're at and the things that they have to go through, they have to put some type of drive in it. They have to put some type of hardship. They have to put some type of knowledge, wealth, some hard work into being respected by those of the community, those of the village, whatever word you want to use. So to get that respect that they get from everybody, that's something that is earned.
All right. So if you were sitting at the end of the church pew where the elders, there was an elder that wasn't shit his whole life, he didn't take care of his kids, are you not getting up so he can sit down?
Regarding that, if I have that knowledge, then I'm sitting down, because that is basically, because that's not the norm when it comes to the church.
So you would not acknowledge that he is an old man with a cane, and that you should let him sit down simply because he's old? You don't respect the human condition?
That's now you're going back to general respect, which what you mentioned earlier, common courtesy. That's what you're going to. I'm talking about as far as the respect that is entitled to you. You have to earn that.
But also remember, when we use the example of the elders, we only know our elders. We only know the elders in our family. So we have to extend a certain type of courtesy and respect to all elders if we are going to stay within the doctrine of respect your elders at all time. I don't know what this old man or who he is or what he's done with his life. All I know, he's old, I'm young, I can stand without being in pain. He cannot, I'm gonna let him sit down.
But with the respecting the elders outside of your household, that's one thing, because you're a representation of one of your household when you walk outside. So I understand that. But as far as the elders in the family, I use that air quotes. You guys know who they are. You guys know what they represent, and you guys know that they don't deserve to be on certain pedestals that people tend to put the elders on. You're gonna have to knock them down a couple slides based off of who they are. Stop giving people respect that doesn't earn it. You're just giving it away for free, and it's going to be.
But you see what I said when I said we don't interpret nuance well. So now what we just did was make it so. Let's say this was a bigger discussion. What people would do is take this as a license and just start disrespecting elders. I don't got to get up for you, old man, on the subway. Be like, you know what I'm saying? It's if we don't make a baseline black and white way to show respect, we will all interpret it differently.
But keep in mind, I also said I'm talking about inside, because first you said inside the family, inside the house.
Yeah.
That's house business. So I understand that. Now outside the house, I'm a representation of my family, and I'm going to give you the general respect just so you know who I am as a person.
Okay. Yeah, I just believe in that type of respect. I'm not gonna.
All right, speed. This
I
is
got
speed
you.
round. As much as I want to hear this conversation, speed round. Robbie, what you think? And also, please make sure you're voting.
Respect is earned. I know, you know what everybody's talking about. I mean, I respect it. I get it, I guess. But there's a lot of elders that don't just automatically deserve respect because they owe this shit. Like, nigga, these people owe this shit that's wild wrong. They just wrong as fuck. And they think because they old as fuck that they get the opportunity to disrespect you.
Jesus cover me.
Jesus covered them under the blood. What are you doing?
So Robbie,
Uh-huh.
you're the elderly lady in the church pew, and somebody didn't like some shit you said on your show, and you like, girl, get your ass up, or you're just looking at her like, please get up, my damn knee is about to give out. And she said, forget you, I remember that shit you said on your show 30 years ago. Is she wrong, or does she get to disrespect you because respect is earned, not given?
Nah, see, what happens is, right, you have to handle your youth a certain type of way so they understand the importance of you. When you're not handling your youth a certain type of way, they ain't going to respect you no way. And that ain't
So-
nobody's fault.
I'm sorry, go ahead, my bad.
Thank you. That ain't nobody's fault but your own. There's some people that like are horrible as hell, right? They are. We're just gonna call it what it is. They're horrible, but they still demand a certain level of respect because they carry themselves away. I don't know about you, but if someone is treating me well, I'm going to go above and beyond to respect them, to show them reverence because they deserve that. But if somebody is like, oh, F you because you young. That's why you stupid because you young. That's why you don't know what you talk about because you young, because you doofy. In the Bible, it says, and the child shall lead. So when adults and elders be talking to these younger people like they don't got no sense because they got fresh eyes on the sea, they diminish their own level of respect given to them by the younger community. You have to give them some respect as an elder to teach them how to respect you. This is why respect is earned. Respect is earned because you are the leader. You are fostering a certain behavior and archetype inside of the children. Elders nowadays are so disrespectful. They disrespect themselves. They disrespect their young. They disrespect their community. That's why they don't get no respect. They haven't earned it.
Okay. All right. Well, that was a good speed round. Y'all kind of did it. I say respect was earned. I strongly agree. Just because I wanted to be on Raw B side and I wanted Trigger Mike to actually uh, fight. So uh, we're gonna end it. That was 50-50. That poll ended 50-50. So we're gonna let that ride out. But
We
our
like
last
Sugar Mike. He could come again.
And also, I want to say this real quick. Salute to Jedi Mike and Enike. I see you and Trigger Mike Shack. You guys want to? It's a closed panel for our shows, but if you guys really want to be part of the show, just hit up E Black on IG and let's see what he wants to do with that. I'll be more than happy to welcome you guys to the show, but just hit up E Black and hopefully we can see you guys sooner than later.
Okay. And I feel bad for the people with Androids. I apologize if YouTube hasn't given you an update, but cover your phone in the blood.
Jesus cover me.
But our last question of the day, this is from our infamous Black Pack. This is not safe for work stuff, so cover up. But it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get this banner off of here. I don't know why it's still covered. Oh, it's not a banner. It's a comment.
Mhm.
All right. Our black. Oh, this one. All right. This one right here. Sex makes everything more complicated. Sex makes everything. Let me see.
Strongly agree.
Strongly agree from Mike. Robbie.
Hmm?
Sex makes everything. Honda. 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 Sex makes everything more complicated.
Strongly disagree.
Okay.
She getting it in right now. That's why she disagrees.
Christopher J, what say you?
She getting some side D right now. That lady.
And there's no way I can remain neutral on this one neither. Damn it. I'm gonna say agree.
Agree?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say disagree. So this is the way the panel rocked out.
Here we go.
Trigger Mike, you were the first to answer. Why were you so eagerly to say that sex makes everything more complicated?
It absolutely. Let me say this. I mean, we can make a personal statement on this. All right. I was very sheltered as a young kid, right? And one of the things you can't wait to do as a sheltered kid is you can't wait to get out here and start living in your sexual prime, right? So, every relationship that I'd ever had involved sex. And in hindsight, I can see how bad that complicated everything. It even complicated the relationships I went into earnestly, in earnest. So when I went into a relationship seriously liking the girl, and you know, I've always been a nice dude, very respectful dude. It was a bit of my shtick, a little bit, right? So you could be cool, but you could be nice, you could be sweet, you could kiss girls on the forehead, do all that Drake shit. They still gonna like you. It's a myth that they don't. If you're a little mysterious in between, yeah, they're still gonna like you. But what I realized is that I stopped asking the important questions to develop the relationship after I got some ass. It did not become about getting to know her anymore. It became about getting more ass. So that simply, I'm simplifying, but that complicated the relationship. Sex complicates everything. If you want to know why divorce is high, is because the people developed relationships with sex involved in it. They did not leave it out. So that means that people stopped asking important questions to develop the relationship. It complicated and blurred their vision. right? To who this person really is and the way I should get to know them before I move them into my house and then they get pregnant with my child, so on and so forth. And we live in a society now where the sex that we had in these meaningless relationships is the cause of all of the divorce, all of the failed relationships, all of the single parenthood, so on, all of the child support, so on and so forth. I guarantee you, and I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna land my plane. Men do not find 99% of women interesting without sex. And that's not a shot at women, because what are women always saying? I don't need every man to like me. I just need that one. Right? So if you are courageous as a woman and as a man, try your best to keep sex out of it. And if a man still finds you interesting, that's the man that's going to keep you. My mic is muted.
All right, that was a whole bunch of nothing, because there's a simple phrase called post-nut clarity. When you reach this point as men, everything becomes what? Clear, less complicated. I really don't like you. I'm really not that interested in you. Women have it, men have it. It's whenever you've dated somebody, once you've had sex, you realize, this is not what I really like. And you move on from it. That is it. Case closed. Let's go. Move on.
Post nut clarity.
No. Let me get this rebuttal real quick.
No. Chris has to rebuttal. Nope.
I
Not
defer.
doing that. Oh,
come on, get this smoke. So you're going to take a woman's body, and because you have post-nut clarity, do you believe that that's it? Oh, I have post-nut clarity. I don't like you. Isn't the woman gonna act like you took something from her? And that's usually not what happens. After you have post-nut clarity and realize you don't like her, you keep hitting it, which is further messing with her head and making you think you actually like her.
no, because me having sex with her. No. Me having sex with her is a clear and uncomplicated way of saying I'm in a relationship with her.
What?
Oh, now you smirking because you know that was some bullshit.
That was straight bullshit.
You know that was some bullshit.
What the fuck was that?
Robbie, we're in the speed round. Please help.
Oh, sex don't complicate things. Emotions complicate things.
Ooh.
The emotional attachment that you have to that activity is what makes things complicated. If you go into the situation like, yeah, he's sexy, I'm about to rock his world, he about to rock my world, we about to be sweaty and nasty, it's about to be lit. And then walking away from that, ain't no need for no post-nut clarity. You had before nut clarity. Before the nut, we knew what we was getting into this for. People lie to themselves, though, and they pretend as if they're in relationships, and they pretend as if they're so in love, and they pretend as if they have relationships, when in all actuality, they just had an itch that needed to be scratched. If a lot of people were more honest with their emotions behind the sexual activity, things wouldn't be so complicated. I yield the mic.
So these emotions, are they amplified from sex or decreased after sex?
Absolutely not. They're neither amplified nor decreased. They're just
bullshit.
Shit.
You're
emotional.
That was bullshit.
All right. This is the thing, and I mean this with all sincerity. No disrespect. Respectfully, of course. If the sex is what amplifies your emotions, then you're doing it wrong. Sex is great, right? But sex does not determine how much you love somebody. That determines how much you love what they do to your body.
Due respect, Robbie. Due respect.
Should it? But hold on.
I was gonna say maybe it's because we're the men who experience the level of crazy after we done got the skins. So maybe this is a us thing. Maybe it's for us to explain.
And this is how sex complicates things.
Respectfully,
all I got to say is the worst mistake of my life was thinking that I could, as I think a junior in college, beat the brakes off of a freshman, like in my room, and then just send her on her way. And that woman followed me around like a puppy dog for an entire year straight, like she was my girlfriend. I'm sorry. I didn't even mean that. I'm sorry.
I took
the virginity of a virgin.
Jesus cover me.
Jesus covered them under the blood, because at the end of the day, respectfully, as a woman, as a woman who apparently knows how to make some shake with these men emotionally and don't give them no space. I make a lot of shit happen. And I don't give nobody space.
Jesus cover me. Jesus, you will cover me. Say under the blood. Under the blood.
So here's how sex complicates things.
bro.
Under the blood.
So this is how sex complicates things. If you are going through a situation where it can lead to a separation or a divorce, sex is not going to make that situation better, especially if you're going through a downside, because you may like what that person does to your body. That doesn't mean that person is doing right by you in that relationship. So you're going to have to put sex off the table until you two can figure out what's going on.
I disagree. I think when you start having sex, even when sex can even be a confirmation of a relationship gone bad. We're not making love no
Holy
more.
shit.
Like, come on now.
Saw them before that shit live too. That shit was dope.
You know what I mean? Like when you know a relationship about to break up, y'all not doing the same things. It really does not make things complicated. It really clarifies a lot of things.
Post nut clarity
Let me ask y'all a
bullshit, because you knew however you felt before you put it in there. You're gonna feel the exact same way once you bust a nut. You did not need to have sex for any type of confirmation.
I mean, I don't know, because I'm a different breed of chick. Like, I got dudes going crazy without them even sticking it inside of me. So therefore, it's the emotional.
So with that being stated, not to say you do that all willy-nilly, because we know you're a wholesome young lady.
Yeah.
But after there's some psychopaths, and you give your box up to them, do you expect their psychopathness to go down? Do you expect it to go away? Or do you expect it to amplify?
I don't give no psychopaths no nothing. What you mean? You don't give no psychopaths nothing. Nothing.
Nigga, please.
We don't get the psychopaths nothing. Under the bed. You know what I'm saying? Babe.
Assuming you know they're psychopaths.
No, I always know who's a psychopath. Trigger Mike, you late to the scene, honey. I done got 12K from somebody and they wanted some booty.
Jesus cover me. Jesus, you will cover me. Say under the blood. Under the blood. Jesus.
Like I said, you get one pettiness per episode.
I be knowing these dudes are psychopaths, and a lot of these women know these dudes are psychopaths too. They just play games with crazy. They think they could change crazy.
For the record, I did not call that individual psychopaths.
They are, both of them are psychopaths.
Matter of fact, play that drop, E Black.
Jesus cover me.
Nigga, not that.
Jesus, you will cover me.
Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
Under the blood.
Why?
Under the blood.
This nigga dropped the wrong video. It's all good.
He dropped the right one because they need to be covered in the blood of the Lamb. Ladies, don't give y'all box to nobody that's crazy, because if they crazy, they just gonna be crazy. Well, a lot of people don't got no good sex. But if you out here, you pay too much water for us, honey. Help somebody, honey. If they crazy, no problem. Don't do it.